Red Edition in North Carolina Elementary School, there's raffling of a rifle. So many parents are upset. They said, hey, we've had so many guns already in schools. What are we doing? Do we want to be doing that? I don't think so. Let's auction it. So they're doing that instead. Hey, 25 minutes ago, 25 minutes, 7 30. Hey, I could do that. In any event, they're selling tickets like crazy. So even the parents that are upset, they're saying, hey, let's have a second look at this. Look at all the money we're raising. Can't hurt us, can it? Of course it can't. It's a darn good thing. Remember, guns don't kill people. People kill people. Don't mess with Texas. Here's a guy that didn't have a gun with him. He probably would have used it if he had. He was a Texas father. He walked in on his 5-year-old daughter being molested, and he wasted no time at all. He beat the man to death, as we all would do it. If you're in Canada, of course, you'd be thrown into jail first, because that's what they do there. Whereas in Texas, they said, congratulations, he got a prize. He got his freedom. He wasn't even... there was nothing bad happened to him. And why would it? Because he did a good thing. He got rid of a bad guy. New Jersey, the gun permits that were issued last year rose sharply. But you know what? They have in every state. This is news with regard to New Jersey. I get it, but it's kind of news everywhere. And the NRA is doing that. I mean, with all of the good that they're doing, we should all be thankful, if you live in the United States of America, because your rights are preserved. In Canada, of course, the NRA equivalent there would be the CSSA. That's the Canadian Shooting Sport Association. And thank goodness that there's businesses like them that look after us by protecting us from the bullies. The number of gun permits issued in New Jersey in the first 6 months of this year has risen by 2/3 compared to the same period in 2012. And there's all kinds of other stats to show that people say, we have a right, and we're not going to let somebody take the right away from us. And when they do have that right removed, because in some countries that happens, it happened in Canada, basically you get manufactured criminals because people don't surrender, they just keep their guns, and now they're walking criminals. They're bad guys, and yet they're really good guys. You know what I mean, Iowa. They're considering permitting blind people to carry guns in public. It is an interesting story. No one has endorsed this that we know it. I have troubles with this. I mean, legally, you are able to get a permit to have a gun if you're blind. Oh boy, I don't know that I would want a blind guy walking around with a gun in his hand, but there's all kinds of rules and regulations and studies to show, too, that it's okay. There's no reason solely on the basis of blindness that a blind person shouldn't be allowed to carry a weapon, shouldn't call it a weapon, it's a gun. Says this person is Public Relations Director of the National Federation of the Blind. Again, that's another topic. We won't go there right now. That's not very neighborly. So says this man, because he came home and his house was gone. What happened? His neighbor, he swapped the numbers on the houses, and the crew knocked down the wrong house. We heard about people in their wrecking trucks making errors or mistakes in the past, but this one was kind of premeditated. The man says, I'm mad at my neighbors, so I know that the truck is coming, and this will teach him, and teach him it did. Okay, the happiest countries in the world. Are you ready for a good laugh? Laughing now. Happy. The first one is Denmark, and then Norway, Switzerland, Netherlands, Sweden, Canada, Finland, Austria, Iceland, Australia. That's the top 10. America, are you sad? Because I don't hear any laughter coming from you. Studies. Who knew? Let's have a meeting to decide when the next meeting is. That's kind of what studies is in British Columbia, Canada. The BC public now is being asked for input on changing the liquor laws from the BC government. Why are you asking anyone, liberal BC government people? Because you don't take anything people say seriously anyway. They told you what they thought about the HSD and a variety of other things, and you still do what you want to do, and now you're making a show of going out and asking people questions. Duh. A $5 round trip, no fees, nothing else. United Airlines, they had an error. So recently they've shut the website down because they listed all of these flights effectively for free. And people took advantage of it, and the web came crashing down. People thought, isn't this exciting? And hundreds of people were getting free airline tickets free. I keep saying free. Some were free, some were $5. $5 is about as free as, or close to free as damn is to swearing. Hey, let me end the day with this. Here it comes. One woman said to another woman at a singles bar, I'm not as optimistic about relationships as I used to be. These days when I meet a man, I ask myself, hey, is this the guy I want my children to spend every other weekend with? Y'all come back to me, world. Y'all come back tomorrow. One more for you from the right. See ya.